Welcome to the Straight Out of Home Video podcast, part of the Geeky Waffle Network. Today we're talking about Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch. I'm Candace, and with me are my co-host Bri. Hey, Bri.
Hello.
And Arezou. Hey, Arezou.
Hello.
Okay, so this technically is the third film released in the Lilo and Stitch franchise. However, it is the second movie chronologically. So this takes place directly after Lilo and Stitch and before the backdoor pilot Stitch in the TV series.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to clear that up for everybody
Yeah.
because I was confused. Because, okay, so this movie came out in 2005. Stitch, the movie, came out in 2003, and Lilo and Stitch came out in 2002. Just, yeah. So DeVay, is that how you say her name? DeVay Chase?
DeVay Chase.
Yeah. So she did not reprise her role as Lilo and was replaced by Dakota Fanning. According to Disney Animation Studios, Chase was so busy working on the Lilo and Stitch series that she suggested her friend Dakota Fanning play Lilo in this.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and they're kid actors. They have limited amount of time, so we can totally see this being a thing.
Yeah. There's rules in place.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all know this is the first and only direct-to-home video animated film to be rated PG?
No.
Yes. Because of some action in this movie.
That's enough to get it a PG rating?
I guess so.
Well, didn't they have to change some scenes in the first movie?
Well, they changed some things because of 2001.
Yeah, just because it's topical.
Oh, okay. Not to get it. Yeah, okay. Right.
Yeah. Bri, can you try to summarize? Stitch has a glitch?
Once again, Stitch is having an existential crisis. I don't... This little man goes through a lot. I feel like it's a lot for him, and he has a nightmare about going bad again.
Stitch needs therapy.
Yeah, this is true. It also includes hurting Lilo, which is really hard for him. And so after counseling, because, he did need therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lilo gave him therapy.
Yeah.
She even had a little sign that said, Dr. Lilo, head shrink.
Yeah. And she reminds him that she knows he would never cause harm to her, and she tests his goodness level by having him do a few good. And they have this really cool hovercraft board, which kind of reminds me of Back to the Future. But they go to hula class, and that little witch Myrtle is still there.
That's a kinder word than I texted to Candace today.
Oh my God, yeah.
I don't think I could say what I wanted to say.
Let's not. She's still a 6-year-old child.
7.
But okay, let's shorten the summary up a little bit more.
But she's still a little, you know what I mean? What I want to say.
When Lilo jumped on her and beat her, I think she kind of deserved it.
Oh, she did though.
Yeah, and Stitch shouldn't have taken photos of that. Lilo's right. You gotta flush that evidence.
That's true. Taking photos for posterity is fine, but that then turned into evidence. And I'm not advocating kids beating each other just because kids are mean. But when you make that many comments about somebody's dead mother, you kind of deserve it. Do you know what I mean?
It was so bad because they're talking about a hula competition, and they're all talking about how their mom's so great at costumes, how their mom knows everything about hula, and Myrtle's like, well, I guess Lilo's out because her mom's dead.
Well, yeah. You know what she says really to her? She says, you will never be like her mother.
You will never be like her mother.
Shit, she won't be like her mother. Her mother's 6 feet under. She doesn't know her. What a little awful... That just goes to show you, if she's saying those things, her mom must be saying those things in the car after picking her up from hula class. And so she's just being fed, and then she's just spewing, and I hate that whole family, and I hope...
this is also this might be one of those cases where her parents don't love her, so she is just projecting her hurt outward. Not that she still doesn't deserve to be beaten, because I don't think you hurting is any reason to hurt somebody else. Right. But
it could be that.
We don't know.
But she still deserves to get her ass beat. So
Lilo gets in trouble.
So we don't like Myrtle.
Yeah, we don't like Myrtle. We can't tell we're
Obviously,
waiting on a 6-year-old character. A 6, 7-year-old.
she a little witchy witch.
But it was so cute. Like Lilo found like her mother won this contest when she was her age and saw a little
Yeah.
picture of her, which she looks just like Lilo. Just pretty much Lilo with the flower in her hair.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nani again is just trying to keep it all together. Poor Nani.
Poor Nani. I I feel for her. So and then like Stitch goes through PTSD basically. And like he goes berserk in the house, and it was found out that like once Stitch was created, he didn't like Jumbo didn't get to fully like
Wait, I have this written down. Okay.
because I can't remember what technically it was. Do you remember? Because it's like I know the intergalactic police come arrest him, but I forget for what reason.
Wait, 1 second.
Because it's the glitch, right? This is what.
Wait, so he has malfunctioning glitches as his molecules were not completely charged when he was created.
That's it.
So there's a whole side quest of Jumba and Peakley trying to create a fusion chamber so they can fix Stitch.
We love science boyfriends.
We do.
So they can fix Stitch before he just like pretty much dies, which is very sad. And
well, doesn't like he will run out of like good energy, right? Like he'll just become completely bad.
Yeah, he will revert to his old destructive programming against his free will.
Yeah,
but it will also kill him too, because his energy will just run out. I don't know the science behind that, but I'm just taking the movie's word for it.
And like because of his destructive behavior, he's like really mean to Lilo, and it like hurts her chance at the hula competition. But she still wants. She doesn't notice his glitch at first because of the competition.
Yeah, can we talk about after he messes up her like costume and everything like that, and they just have a full-on brawl, Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
And I was cracking up when Lilo was putting her finger near him, and she's like, "I'm not touching you." He's going, "She's touching me."
Yeah.
It was too real. Siblings kind of acting like that,
In your space. I think I used to yell that my brother is breathing too close to me.
Yeah. I would say, "You're in my bubble. Get out of my bubble. It's my personal bubble." And then the whole thing, yeah. My sister would do that too, where she would like put her hand like so close to me, but technically not touching me. But like, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you."
I don't know where kids learn that, but it is the worst.
And I was laughing so hard. And honestly, this movie is a joy. I loved it, actually. I feel like this is one of the stronger sequels.
Honestly, it is.
Cute.
Okay, hands down, one of my favorite moments in this movie is when Nani's boyfriend David, who again is his original voice actor, thankfully, yes. Jason Scott Lee. Mm-hmm. But he believes like Nani is losing interest in him, and Bleakley gives him advice on romance. I loved it.
David is like one of the best Disney boyfriends.
Hands down,
because he is just so earnest, and he really, really wants this to work.
Nani, I love him.
He's dealing with like the girl he loves, like having to pretty much become a mother at like 19
with aliens living in her house.
Yeah, just working through the aliens living in his girlfriend's house,
and David just rolls with it.
Well, he gets advice from Bleakley. Like, it's so funny.
Bleakley's advice is, "I'm gonna dress up like a girl to make her jealous." And it's like,
I think Bleakley was just wanted to hit on David a little bit.
I think
because Jumba's not making him feel loved.
Bleakley just wanted to dress up a little bit more, like get fancy.
Like, which Bleakley is still so new to Earth that he's still looking for excuses. Doesn't realize he can just dress up just because.
Yeah. Well, it's not that it wasn't the era of social media, so he didn't have any like fashion inspos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
to look
Well,
at.
he was reading magazines, we found out.
Yeah, that's true.
I really love the use of Elvis music again in
Mhm.
this. And just the use of music in general in this movie was really well done. Okay, would you both be shocked to find out that this was actually meant for a theatrical release?
No, I wouldn't. Except it feels really short for a theatrical release.
Yeah, I think so what happened was it was supposed to be like Return to Neverland, you know, that one
Mhm.
got released to theaters, but it was
I
released on sorry?
I hated that movie.
Return to Neverland?
Yes,
Okay, that's a whole nother thing, Bri.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just
So
saying this one was better than that.
so this was released on DVD and VHS because of the poor performance of The Jungle Book.
Oh.
But Disney
You
regretted
mean the
it.
Jungle Book 2 or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jungle Book 2.
Oh,
So Disney regretted this after the sales of the DVD and VHSs of this movie. Because,
it's actually good. It's one of the better ones that we watched. Like I would put this high up actually.
yeah, I would put this like in the top 10, honestly, because like I feel like this still has the heart to it.
Unlike the
Yeah.
pilot.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
compared, we watched like Stitch and Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch back to back, and comparing the two, it's just it's so different because like Stitch was for a TV show, so the animation is TV budget, but the animation was pretty. The sound was done by Skywalker Sound, like the original.
Mhm.
They have like the Elvis music playing, and most of the original cast, except David Lee, is back. And yeah,
I think it also shows in that like the other one is a pilot. So this one is aiming to resolve by the end of the movie, but that one isn't. They're setting up like
yeah.
however many episodes. So
Right.
Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think the critics' score was?
60%.
Okay, Brie.
I'm actually going to go with 70.
It was actually 40%.
Oh.
What?
We like this a lot more than they did, apparently.
Okay, but again, there's not that many critics reviewing these kind of movies, and this was in 2005, also before a lot of before, back in the day. Okay, so Movie Metropolis says the idea behind this film would have been perfect for an 8-minute short subject, but stretched to over an hour, it seems like an eternity. Real Films Review gave it a positive review and said, cute enough.
Cute enough.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think the audience score is? I will give you a hint. It's more than 40%.
60%.
Okay, Brie?
Oh, am I going to be a dick and do 65? Yeah, let's go 65.
It doesn't matter because you're both over because it's 56%.
What?
Okay, so our friend, Movie Fan 22, who we got the review last time for Stitch, says a really boring sequel that doesn't make any sense and the characters are too embarrassing. 2 stars.
What?
But what?
Yeah, I don't understand how the characters are embarrassing. Who
Like,
are they
embarrassing in that they're written for children?
I have no idea.
Also, they make perfect sense. I don't know what this person is saying.
Okay, here we go. Sophia says, how do y'all not like this movie? I cried my eyes out when I first saw this movie and I still of it. Sorry, this is exactly how it's written. So you guys are wrong if you rated 1 star or even less than 4. Sure, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but if you rate this less than 4 stars, then you're just wrong. 5
Okay,
stars.
slow your roll, Sophia. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, I wouldn't defend it that much. I'm just confused.
Sophia saw this as a child.
Sophia's a ride or die for Lilo and Stitch too.
Yeah.
So yeah, if people were fans of Lilo and Stitch, do you think this is worth their time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I really enjoyed it, and I mean, who doesn't love Pleakley?
Yeah,
At
and
the
if
end
you
of the
don't
day.
want to commit to the series, this is not that's not required viewing for this. So
Yeah.
I have like no nostalgia for the sequel, but I have
No.
nostalgia for Lilo and Stitch, and I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
So
It was good. Again, we've watched a lot of them. This is definitely one of my favorites.
I watched too many of them.
It's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. Taking it for the team.
Oh no, I just looked at it. One of the writers wrote the Emoji movie.
Oh no. They just wanted money.
Yeah, he
I'm-
got paid. We can't blame him for that.
No,
He
we
got paid.
we do not
got
blame
paid.
people for their paychecks.
No,
Nope.
we're not blaming Patrick Stewart for being in that movie. Then we cannot blame this man.
I didn't even know Patrick Stewart was in that movie.
It's
He
unfortunate.
plays the
but
poop emoji, Bri.
Oh, God. I wonder how much he got for that.
not
Okay.
enough.
True.
So yeah, we want to know, do you like this movie? Do you prefer the other Lilo and Stitch movies or even the TV series? You can find us at geeky_waffle on Twitter, the Geeky Waffle everywhere else, and the geekywaffle.com for all our podcasts and stories. You can follow me on Twitter at Candace is a Geek, Bri.
Bri Osnude.
Okay, and Arezou.
And I'm at Arezou, I mean.
Okay, and we hope you have a happily ever after until your dog gets a glitch. No, that sounds bad. To your alien gets a glitch.